For the second straight week, the new turbine-powered Atlas van lines has set a qualifying course record while driven by defending national champion Chip Hanauer. But will it perform in competition? Something it failed to do in its debut last week. Two boats are on the course waiting. The Union Bay Squire Shop, driven by this man, the veteran Mickey Riemann, the current national points leader and 1984 winner in Syracuse. The other boat, of course, is the Miss Budweiser, driven by this man, Jim Kropfeld, winner of already 2 races in 1984. Finally, the turbine power of Atlas van lines versus the piston engines of the Squire Shop and the Budweiser. The Unlimiteds are next.
From the shores of the Ohio River, this is the Indiana Governor's Cup Unlimited Hydroplane Regatta with Jim Hendrick and Don Poyer.
Nestled on the lush Ohio River Valley, some 50 miles from Louisville, Kentucky, and an hour from Cincinnati, Ohio, is the community of Madison, Indiana, where for over 34 years now, unlimited hydroplane racing has been a major part of their summertime. Hello, everybody. I'm Don Poyer, and welcome to Madison, the site of the Indiana Governor's Cup, stop number 4 on the 1984 Unlimited Hydroplane Tour. First of all, a couple of developments. The Tosti, which was damaged during testing in Evansville, Indiana, a week ago, well, they're back here racing. They managed to go back to Seattle, fix up their backup boat, and they qualified here in Madison. They'll be racing. The second development, very exciting. The turbine-powered Light All-Star, for the first time, has qualified in 1984. Jim Hendrick is down with the excited driver, Tom Deeth, right now. Jim?
Woo! Tommy, congratulations. It's been, well, this is into the 4th race, and now you're qualifying.
Well, the crew really worked hard on, I'll tell you what, they put together a valiant effort for this last-minute try. We knew that the boat could run fast enough after our run this morning, but there were just too many boats out there, too many wakes. We're having a handling problem with the boat. Obviously, it's very light. Jerry dialed some wing into it, and we went for it, and we got the Light All-Star in the race.
Don, you can see he's on it high. There's no doubt about it. Now, Don's over with one of our other drivers, and other boat crews getting ready, and they've had their problems. Over to Don and the Tosti.
Thank you, Jim. You're right about the problems, but first of all, Steve Reynolds, how do you feel about the Light making it? Another turbine.
Listen, that's 4 turbines, 2 Tostis, an Atlas, and now a Miller Light. I think it's great. Watch out, you piston guys. We're coming.
What about this now? This is your backup boat. Yeah. A little goosey or what?
Well, you know, we were a little nervous about it, so Dave Herensberger flew in from Seattle, and he says, calm down, young man. You got it under control. I feel great. As long as Dave's here, no problem.
Okay, well, have fun out there, but be careful.
We'll do that.
All right, let's now go to Jim for the rundown of Heat 1A. Jim?
Okay, Don, we have a field of 5 for Heat 1A, thanks to the last-minute qualifying by the Light All-Star, and here's the way they'll line up. It'll be the U-20 with Jerry Hopp, checked in at 106 miles an hour. Ron Snyder, the hometown boat, the American Speedy Printing, at 120.8. Jim Kropfeld, Miss Budweiser, at 123.5. And a best qualifying speed for George Johnson in the Executone at 124. If I had to pick a favorite, Don, I'd have to say that the Executone is coming on strong. However, you got to give the credit to the Kropfeld and the Budweiser team because of their experience and past performance. Now, how about you? What do you see in 1B?
Jim, I'd have to agree. I think the Budweiser's got to be the favorite going into 1A. Let's take a look now at Heat 1B. First of all, Chet's Music, qualifying at 113.1 miles per hour. Todd Yarling, the driver. Followed by the Tosti with Steve Reynolds. Remember, this is the backup boat, qualifying at 115.6 miles per hour. Then comes the Miss Renault with Milner Irvin at the wheel, 118.1 miles per hour. Next, the Union Bay Squire Shop and Mickey Riemann, a winner of 1 race this year, qualified at 119.6. Then comes the Atlas van lines, qualifying at a new course record 135.0 miles per hour, driven by Chip Hanauer. As far as Heat 1B, you've got a lot of qualifiers that have similar speeds, with the exception, of course, of the Atlas van lines. So look for a great battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th places in Heat 1B. We've got that and much more coming up from Madison, Indiana in just a moment. Stay with us.